Welcome to the Eye on Money Show. It is Tuesday, February 1st. February, yay, here it is. It's here. January is a blur. We are here to take the mystery out of your financial life. The way we do that is we encourage you to send us your questions through our website. It's jillonmoney.com, and we've got a contact button. So you just click the contact button and you get right on the air. It's fantastic. Now, here's the thing. When you do that, if you want to be on the show live with us, quasi-live, meaning we record it live, but, we do everything in advance here. All you need to do is when you write your question on the bottom of the form, it says, would you be willing to come on the show? Click the box that says yes, and then you can join us. Now, Mark, you are now very famous because people like hearing you on this podcast. Because on our sister podcast, on Jill on Money, Mark does not appear. Well, I shouldn't say that. You appear sporadically. But you are my co-host on this one.
That's the title you have given me, yes. I'm not sure I agree with that, but yes.
You are the co-host. But you know what else is interesting is that you're sort of gaining some popularity and celebrity. So would you like to read the note that was sent in to us about you on the show, please?
Okay, here we go. This came in over the weekend from someone named Kate. It says, first of all, I love the new website. As a woman who is self-conscious about her nose, your comments sounded familiar to me. Over the years, I've learned that no one seems to notice my nose but me. And similarly, I would not have noticed yours. Even after you mentioned it, I really don't see anything unusual in the pictures. Secondly, I also love hearing Mark on the show.
Ooh.
He sounds like an actor with the same first name. Can you guess who? You two have a great dynamic when you talk together.
Yeah, we do. All right, Mark. Famous. Wait a second. Let's just do this right now. Let's just Google famous. I'm going to do famous actors Mark.
Yeah, because I'm no movie buff, and I was thinking like, who famous
Here
actor
we go.
first name Mark?
Here's some of the celebrities with the first name Mark. Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, he came to my mind, but he hasn't done anything in a while.
Okay. There is Mark Ruffalo.
Now, that's the only one I could come up with.
It could be Mark Ruffalo. I mean, Mark Wahlberg would be pretty great, Mark.
No, I'll take Ruffalo over Wahlberg.
You will?
Ruffalo's a nice New York City guy. I'll take him.
How about Mark Harmon? He's a little old.
Oh, my God. I remember that from that movie when I was a kid. Summer School. He was in Summer School.
Mark Hamill, Mark Ruffalo, Mark Wahlberg. All right. I think we're good. I think we're going to go with Ruffalo.
I'm hoping it's Ruffalo.
I know.
I'll take that. And then somebody else left a comment on the YouTube page and says, and what they said, the Eye on Money podcast is sounding much better these days than the other podcasts.
Really? How about that? How about it? They like the Eye on Money, Mark. It's all you. And that's the biggest difference.
I'm trying to keep myself in check, I'm
going to put you on that other show. You're going to be on with me 7 days a week. You're going to be sorry. Okay. Let's go to our listener who's on the line with us. Megan, do you think he sounds like Mark Ruffalo or not?
Yes, I do.
All right. Megan wins. It's Mark Ruffalo. Megan's on the line from Ohio. Welcome to the program. What can we do for you today?
Hi. So I wrote in because my husband and I have the feeling that we have too much money sitting in cash. So we're very, very cautious, but we're also young. So we want to make sure we're making good decisions as we start out.
Mm-hmm. How old are you?
I'm 27. He's 25.
Married a younger man. Good for you. How much do you guys make?
Together base, we make about 135. We get about 20,000 in bonuses. So like 155.
Mm-hmm. Do you own or rent right now?
We bought a house for about 160, and before I listened to you, we did this home loan. So it's a 20-year at 3.5%.
That's all right. Don't worry.
Okay. I didn't want you to be mad.
I'm not mad. What's the loan outstanding balance?
About 130.
So it's affordable to you, right?
Yes, very much so.
All right, great. This 150 or so, are you both putting money into retirement?
Yeah, so I put about 20% in and my balance is 30,000. My husband puts in 12% and his balance is 60,000.
Why does he have so much more in there than you?
He has a very generous employer. So about 30 of that 60 is his, 30 of the 60 is his employer's contribution. It's kind of amazing.
Wow. Does he work for a nonprofit or something like that or not?
No, it's actually a small family-owned company.
Oh, I love that. That's
Yeah.
great. All right. Great for you guys. Do you have any kids?
No.
Planning on it?
Yeah, probably within the next 3 years, maybe.
Okay. Got it. Any other big things coming up? Like you bought the house. Do you need to do some big old renovation? Is there something else happening that you would need that money for?
Yeah, I mean, other than a baby, it would be like a new roof. We definitely need a new roof within the next year, and with prices how they are, it'll probably be about 15,000.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to need a newer car in probably the next couple years as well, but that's it.
Okay. Do you guys usually buy cars or lease cars?
Bye.
How much should I budget for that? Like if you said like, well, we're not going to buy a car now because they're so crazy, but let's just say, in a year or two, how much would we have to spend on a car for you?
I'm hoping no more than 30.
You make all this money, you make your retirement contributions. Do you have an idea of how much you spend?
Yeah, it works out to about 3,000 per month.
That's it?
Yeah, we're
Wow.
trying to be smart, as we're young and not make any foolish decisions and spend foolishly.
All right. So how much money have you socked away that we get to spend?
I have about 80 sitting in the bank and he has about 40,000.
You really only need like 30 or 40 grand, right? That's 1 year of expenses that would be in the bank. If we think of it that way, so we have 35 grand extra after we account for the car and the new roof. And there's no other debt, no student loans or anything, right?
No student loans. He has about 10,000 left on a car loan.
How much is the interest rate on the car loan?
It's like 4.5.
Oh, let's pay that off because that's high enough where it's like, why am I paying for that? We don't need to do that. Mark, what do you want to do with the extra money? 25 grand. Let's presume they've got like 25 grand excess. What else do you think?
You've accounted for everything, the roof, the car, paying off the car. The baby's still not for a few years away, so I'm not too concerned about that. I would probably open up a brokerage account, I think.
That's what I'm thinking. Let me ask you another question about his retirement. Can we bump him up in his contribution amount?
Yeah, I mean, he does all Roth, so he would be open to that, I think.
What happens if he maxes out? What happens if he goes from putting his 12% in, which I don't know is like $10,000 or $12,000 probably for him?
It's a little bit less, yes.
Okay, so instead of doing 8, let's say he's got 8. Now he's going to put in another 12,000. I'd see how it goes. I would see how you guys do on the changed cash flow because you might need some of that money. I'm not sure. You might. How long will it take, do you think, Mark, for them to adjust to the changed cash flow?
May 1st.
Okay, so perfect. May 1st. You see how much money's left. Don't worry if you're withdrawing some of the money, okay, from the savings.
Okay.
Just don't worry about that yet. I just want to see what happens. On May 1st, you need to determine, well, actually, this is really hard because our cash flow has suffered. We're really wiping out the emergency reserves. We can't maintain that. I bet you can, though. I don't know why, but I just bet you can. So in that case, I think what would make sense for you is to see if you still have enough money to invest. If there's still like, 20 grand there, again, we're pulling the money out. The first thing he's doing is paying off the car. We're siloing the 15 grand for the new roof. We're siloing the money for the new car, the 30 or 35, whatever it's going to be. And now I want to see what you have left. If you're still carrying a big balance, then sure, you can open up a brokerage account. Are you guys comfortable managing your own money?
I am a CPA, so I should be, but
yes.
There's
a
just
CPA, Mark. A CPA listens to us. I couldn't be happier about that.
Yeah, but there's an emotional aspect. I get nervous that I'm not doing it correctly, so I think I can do it, but I need to have some confidence.
Okay, Mark, give her the a quick confidence boost right now.
She doesn't need me giving her a confidence boost. She's a CPA. She should be giving me a confidence boost.
All right. Tell her exactly what to do right now. If she wants to be thinking about, like, it's May 1st, what does she do?
It's May 1st, the cash flow with the changes, everything's looking good. Then I would get that excess money to work, open up a brokerage account, just pick a couple index funds. You're young, you can be aggressive. You can have, Jill will disagree with this, but even if you wanted to, you can have 90% in a total stock market index fund, 10% in a bond market index fund, and just stick with that allocation for a while and put all your excess cash in there.
I like that.
And just leave it be.
Yeah, I think that's good. He's right. Of course, I would never do 90% because I'm a total wimp, but that's me. That is me. And then Mark, what about any tips for in advance of having a baby? How about approaching that period? When do they need to think about that?
I would say once they know that they're going to have a baby, if you find out, yeah, I'm pregnant, we're having this baby, then maybe you start thinking about it. But, you're going to get everything that you need from a baby shower, all the big stuff. The only really thing to think about is if, you want to prioritize saving for college, you can do a little bit of that. But like I told you this before, Jill, it's not a huge expense in the beginning. It really gets expensive when childcare comes into play. And that's not really until around, 2 years of age.
Do you guys have family nearby, Megan?
Yes, we both do.
Ooh.
There you go.
Are they the kind of family that's like, oh, I hope that you guys are going to have a baby and we want to help you? Or are they like, you're on your own, kids. We already had our babies.
I think it's a happy medium between the two.
That's great. Oh my God, that's awesome. All right, I just want to go over, I'm looking at the Ohio 529 plan just to see what's going on. Investment option choices. Let me look here. So, they have Vanguard funds, passive index-based funds, Mark, in the Ohio plan. How about that? So when you're ready to start saving for college, you'll call us back. But it looks to me like you will be in very, very good shape. And, look, I think many of the things that we talk about on this show are about automating your financial life. And one of the reasons that we say that is that like you have like almost like an internal ability to adjust to what's coming in the door. You've already shown because you're young and you don't make tons and tons of money. By the way, Megan's like, this is going to give you street cred for people don't have to be millionaires to call the show. So I thank you for that. But, I also think that you'll adjust to the changes in the retirement plan. And then I think the next real hurdle for you is what's going to happen after you have kids. Are you both going to continue working? Is one going to stay home more? And is there going to be a change of income? So, stay in touch with us. I think that that's going to be your next big decision point.
Fair enough.
You guys have some wills?
We don't. I have life insurance. My husband's working on that.
Oh, so, he's got quite an incentive to knock you off. Great. It's not good. What you should do is just, really just get simple wills that just say, I leave you everything, you leave me everything. That's it. Done. Piece of cake. It's literally called a sweetheart will. I'm not kidding. Megan, if you had to give the college students the 2 classes that they should take to like sort of help them in their careers, would one be like a general accounting class?
I would definitely say personal finance.
Oh, really?
Like for sure. And yeah, like the basic financial accounting.
I think that financial accounting gets short shrift. I think it should be a requirement for every single person who goes to college. I really do. Do you think that you could teach anyone accounting? Like when people say, I'm math phobic, but don't you think you can teach anyone accounting if you're a good teacher?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like akin to a different language almost, but I think anybody can learn it and be proficient in it.
Yeah, me too. I once asked somebody who's super smart, software engineer, could you teach me how to be a programmer? And she said, yes, absolutely. It's not that hard. It's like I can teach anybody. If they're willing to do it, I can teach them. It doesn't mean you want to do it. It's just like I could teach that to you. I think I want to do that, Mark, as like an adult. I think I should learn how to code. What do you think?
Code? Yeah, I have no interest in that. But if you want to do it, knock yourself out.
All right. That's fine. All right, Megan, thank you so much for joining us. Stay in touch. We're very excited to hear about all the things that are going to happen for you guys.
I will. Thank you so much for your help.
Great to hear from you. If you, like Megan, want to join us on the program, go to our website, JillOnMoney.com, click the contact button, and we'll get you on the air. Mark does everything. It's great. While you're on our website, would you please sign up for our free weekly newsletter? It is free. Comes out every Friday, and Mark does all the work on it. It's great. We've got a ton of resources on the website in addition to the newsletter, so check it out. Just bookmark Jill on Money because you'll be coming back. I promise you, you will. We drop episodes of this show every Tuesday and Thursday. Mark Talercio, he is our co-host and executive producer. We are distributed by Viacom CBS, and we encourage you to lift someone up today. It will make that person feel good. It will make you feel good. Our mantra here is curiosity, compassion, community. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you on Thursday.